Imagine getting paid just for sharing your thoughts on products and services you use every day. With Survey Junkie, it's that simple. Click on the link in the video description to discover how you can start earning today by taking surveys.
Andy Cohen revealed which housewife was allegedly quoted in New York Magazine and was fired. On an episode of SiriusXM's Radio Andy, the Bravo executive, 56, opened up about who he thought was the anonymous source behind the negative quote, and the housewife later confirmed it herself. Previously, an anonymous housewife from the New York City franchise was quoted in an article about Cohen titled The Last Inappropriate Man on Television, which was published on June 3. In the story, the previously anonymous source slammed the show and said that everybody dances for Andy Cohen. The show went from silly humor about middle-aged women getting drunk and being delusional about their status and having funny, petty arguments, to housewives investigating and doing opposition research and making up false storylines and leaking stories on each other and trying to get one another fired, the former housewife told the outlet. Knowing that the housewife was fired, Cohen, who slammed Bethany Frankel for her reality reckoning and is reportedly paddling really fast under the water to maintain his TV career amid the drama, narrowed it down and shared the identity of the source, adding that it was very obvious. "I know exactly," he said. "It's Carole Radziwill, no question." He added, "It's the one mean quote in there, and it's the only anonymous quote. There are 18 reasons why it's Carole. It's not even a question that it's Carole." The Watch What Happens Live host added, "Carole has said a lot of unkind things that she's tweeted and been quoted about. Why are you going off the record here? Because it was so obvious." He said it was weird that she wanted to be anonymous. "We haven't really fired that many New York housewives. It's very obvious," he said. "I didn't understand. Why not just put your name to it? That was so weird." Yeah, it was definitely Radzi, without question. Shortly afterwards, Radziwill, 60, responded to Cohen's accusation with a series of tweets on X, formerly Twitter. The reality TV personality, who was on The Real Housewives of New York City for 6 seasons until her departure in 2018, clapped back and called him a bully and nasty for outing her as the anonymous source. "Hey, Carole here," she wrote in response to a clip from Cohen's recent radio show episode. "Someone can make a truthful observation, and there's always one shortish dude waiting to be offended. At this point, why would any normal person use their name? They're all so vindictive," which I believe is the point of the quote, and, confirmed by Andy's nasty response, she continued. She retweeted the same tweet again and added, "Can't wait to catch up. At Andy's so fun." Then, Radziwill responded to a series of Bravo fans' tweets and shared her thoughts. One social media user replied to her and wrote, "I actually don't think he was being nasty. Just stating what he thought was unkind commentary about him. Did I miss something?" In response, Radziwill said that condescending was too many characters. On the other hand, another ex-user defended her and claimed Cohen needs to keep up the facade of uplifting, supporting, championing women but does the opposite. Radziwill concurred and wrote, "It's just a classic bullying tactic. Imagine outing a woman for whatever reason chooses to remain anonymous. He's absurd, and should apologize immediately. But I'm not holding my breath." When one social media user tweeted in defense of Cohen and said Radziwill talked mad s*** on him publicly, she replied, "Well, I haven't sued him or threatened to destroy him. He should focus on the people who are gunning for him. I've said nothing except to stand up to all of his nonsense," she added. One user emphasized that Radziwill used the word shortish to describe Cohen and she retweeted, adding, "Lols. I am not above being petty." Meanwhile, one fan theorized that Radziwill chose to stay anonymous to avoid being called a clout chaser, and she agreed. "I couldn't have said it better myself," she wrote in response to the ex-user's tweet. "I didn't want to put my name in an article in which I had no idea of the context. I told the writer they're all vindictive, and then Andy proves it by outing me. He's lost his mind, likely from all the legal trouble. Hope he gets the help he needs." This comes shortly after Anderson Cooper has CLA.